President William Ruto led his Kenya Kwanza team in a fight back against the outlawing of the housing tax, accusing the judiciary of sabotaging government projects, even as his allies defended him and said they would push the housing tax through Parliament in as short a time as possible. As Stephen Letoo reports, key Kenya Kwanza parliamentary leaders have indicated that the government will flex its muscles in the National Assembly to get the tax effected, with the majority leader telling off the judiciary and saying National Assembly members were elected by the people, unlike the judiciary.
President William Ruto was in his third day of what is styled as a development tour of Meru County, where the controversial housing tax topic was a major issue. Speaking as he officiated various development projects in Imenti South constituency, President Ruto maintained that his pet project, affordable housing, will go on despite the legal hurdles.
The government of Kenya has clear plans on how to create job opportunities. One of them is housing, and we are going to make sure that housing creates at least 500,000 jobs in Kenya, to make sure that young people graduating from Mitungu and all other colleges have an opportunity to go work.
President Ruto's remarks comes just a day after the Court of Appeal denied the government's push to continue collecting the housing tax. President Ruto telling off opponents of his government's agenda and again criticizing the judiciary for decisions made in courts of law.
For the avoidance of doubt, that we cannot pretend anymore as a country. Those of us who have jobs, those of us who have opportunities, we cannot continue to pretend that we do not have an unemployment problem in Kenya. We have millions of young people in Kenya out of school, out of college, out of universities. They are doing nothing because they have no opportunity to work, because there have never been any programs to make sure that they have an opportunity to work.
The president's allies taking cue from him in criticizing the judiciary, which they attacked of judicial overreach, which they said was undermining and sabotaging the government's efforts to implement projects.
Kwa hivyo rais, wewe endelea na kazi yako, wale kwa judiciary wakikusumbua tafadhali tuachie, kama wabunge tunyoroshane na wao. Tuwanyoroshe ama tusiwanyoroshe.
And with the battle lines clearly drawn, the president's men were making it clear that they will not take the perceived affront by the judiciary lying down.
Si huyu Rahim ndiye mmepea mamlaka ongea on your behalf? Iko judge mmepigia kura hapa Meru? Iko justice mmepigia kura hawaongelee? Rahim ndiye mmepea kazi. Rahim aongelesha ama asiongelee? Na sasa tunataka kusema hapa Meru Town, ile kitu imetusumbua ni barabara kutoka Getimene kwenda Nduokale mpaka pale Showground. So rais ukituwekea pesa hapa, sisi tutashukuru zaidi. Ambo na barabara kwere tone rais kwejaje. Wao wamefurahi na rais. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
The National Assembly's Joint Committee of Finance and Housing that are conducting public participation for the affordable housing bill say they want to ensure the bill is ready in 2 weeks' time.
By Wednesday this week, I mean next week, tutakuwa tumemaliza report writing. We go and table in Parliament, and Parliament will be recalled. Then we come and pass the law. So I think this is something that will not take more than 2 weeks.
What the court pronounced itself is we are studying the judgment and finding those loopholes that may have existed in law, and creating the legislative framework like we're doing now. So housing levy is not going anywhere.
Another team led by Transport CS Kipchumba Murkomen and Kiharu MP Ndindi Nyoro, while attending the burial of Mary Moroto, mother to legislator Samuel Moroto in West Pokot County, called on the judiciary to sober up and embrace dialogue with other arms of government.
And that's why I implore the judiciary to actually come to the conversation table on issues of national importance. Because those of us who are in the executive get frustrated when we do not agree on the things that unite our country to be.
We must always put public interest at the forefront as we make all the decisions that we make as leaders. Na sisi tuko legislature, wale wako judiciary, tafadhali
wacha Mkenya akue kwanza.
Wakati wanarudi tarehe 12 kule bungeni, within 1 week watamaliza hiyo sheria affordable housing. We comply with what the court wants. Watume katika Senate na sisi katika chini ya mwezi moja tutamalizana na hiyo sheria, vijana warudi kazi na tujenge nchi yetu.
Stephen Letoo, Citizen TV.